Good. I can do this all day. Good. Welcome to the Beat Break Morning Show.
Yeah.
The Beat Break Podcast. The architect, ladies and gentlemen, Sean Garvey in the building with the evil laugh.
Evil.
So as any of you all who have doubted the Atlanta Braves all this entire season, and joining with me this morning, as always, like we always do around this time, here to celebrate with me is our very own DJ Rollum. Good morning, DJ Rollum.
Morning. Bam!
Let me tell you something really quick, ladies and gentlemen. I saw DJ Rollum's post on Facebook, and to me, he didn't sound too happy that our home team, the Atlanta Braves, won.
It was a shock.
Wait, I'm going to need you to repeat yourself one more time, sir.
It was a shock.
It was a shock.
Yes.
We are going to figure why that is a shock for DJ Rollum. I agree it was very suspenseful. I agree it was very suspenseful. It was like a movie.
Very
epic.
Yeah.
Very epic.
Yep.
Also making that evil laugh in the background is our very own Star Kels.
In the building.
Mm-hmm.
In the building, or actually in DC rather.
Right, in DC building.
Right. In DC.
White House.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
The
Oval with Tyler Perry?
Up in there and make it the Black House.
I was saying the Oval with Tyler Perry?
The Oval was Star, because I'm about to walk up in there and make it the Black House.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
I would love to see that.
Mm-hmm. Stay tuned.
All right.
I'm glad Barack is not in office, because I know you're like,
If Barack was in office, I'll definitely, do a little Monica Lewinsky, but I wouldn't tell nobody.
The Black Monica Lewinsky.
Oh, so we know what Star Kels can do, can't we?
Make history, baby.
I have no relationship with Star Kels. I do not know that black sexy chocolate. I'm sorry. That young lady who came into the Oval Office the other day.
I love me, Michelle.
Michelle's my bae. Well, Star is in DC getting the action that she is getting out there, from my understanding. The action is down here in Atlanta. It is Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Friday, a very big day. The parade for the Atlanta Braves is going down today around noon, 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, lunchtime. So all my folks out there who are planning to take a extended lunch break, and what I mean by an extended lunch break, from what I learned, there will be millions of people in the street.
Wow.
Millions of people, which is a very interesting number to throw out there. I don't think there's going to be that. Well, it's going to be a lot of people. Don't get it twisted now. But millions, that's very high.
That's
now, according to my sources, that's the expectancy of the amount of people participating in the festivities.
Wow.
Can I add a bonus?
Go ahead and add that bonus.
Cobb County Board of Education told their employees in every school in Cobb County from east to west, north and south. They don't have school today.
No school.
No
Same
school.
thing for Fulton. Fulton County did the same thing, and the teachers get paid leave. They making it a holiday.
Yeah. And my son told me he has no school today. I'm like, wait a minute. You ain't got no school today? I'm like, okay.
The turn up will be real.
Super real.
Just like at Magic City. Just like at Magic City, at Onyx, Peaches of Atlanta, the Pink Pony.
How about this? I'm going old school. Club Nikki.
Pin up.
Wait, I thought there was no Club Nikki anymore.
No, it ain't. I said I'm going old school.
Okay, I mean, there's a Club Nikki somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere.
It's somewhere at somebody's house.
Louisville? Is it up there in Louisville, Club Nikki? Y'all can celebrate with us.
Y'all, we still got strokers.
Yeah. And
Blaze, y'all know Blaze still over there. Y'all know what they do at Blaze off Moreland Avenue.
Mm-hmm. Blue Flame is still up and running.
Blue Flame ain't never going nowhere, man.
Blue Flame ain't never going nowhere.
Blue Flame ain't never been. I remember Blue Flame. I didn't go in there, of course. I was too little. I mean, I remember Blue Flame back in the 80s. The 80s. And what year is this now? Some of y'all was just born. And I actually saw the blue light
Claremont
when I leave
Lounge.
my cousin's house.
Don't leave Claremont Lounge out.
Don't God.
Yeah.
Woo!
So
love Shirley
Rowan.
Franklin, but I know you ain't up in there in club Claremont Lounge, man.
Oh no. Oh no.
I went up in there a few times. It's pretty interesting.
Ooh. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
I have no doubt.
How many spider webs did you see up in there?
How many saggy sacks I saw up in there? That
man.
Yeah,
gravity is a mug, isn't it?
Yeah, man. So yeah, DJ Roland, you on point with that one. APS, short for Atlanta Public School, will observe a district holiday and be closed today, November 5th, y'all. Yeah, it is expected to be some heavy traffic, road closures, and crowds, which people are saying is going to be millions of people out there in the ATL streets.
It's gonna be crazy. Woo!
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But some other school systems like Fulton and Cobb, I believe DeKalb County schools are shut down. I'm going to look into that in just a few moments. Mm-hmm. They're making this a holiday.
Yeah, they are.
I wonder if the city of Atlanta is not going to work that day, except for cleaning trash. I mean, I'm sorry, y'all.
They ain't working either. I can guarantee you. The way that and they're shutting the city down. I'm telling you,
it's going to be shut down. Yeah.
So man, looks like I'm going to be. When I leave here today, I gotta go and just take the street because I ain't touching that highway, man. I ain't not touching.
So what you gotta do is park that car and walk. You're gonna make it home walking before you.
I'm in a gated community, and they better not mess me up on that. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy, but it's a celebration. It's a celebration. We're going to talk about that in just a little bit later on in the podcast. We only got about less than 2 hours to unpack so much stuff. There's a reason why we are doing this show, this episode of the Beat Break Morning Show. A lot of stuff we got to cover and unpack over the past few days. I know everybody that is an Atlanta fan of the Atlanta Braves, I know you all are tuning in. You excited? Shout out to all the haters out there, to all the people that didn't think the Atlanta Braves were going to win. Shout out to all my Astro fans out there. I still love you all.
Can I give out the on my news feed, my news feed, the biggest hater out there is, and you all know this man, is a great journalist, awesome journalist, internationally known, born and raised in Texas, definitely an Astro fanatic, Roland Martin. Roland Martin.
Wait. Let's turn the beat down. Turn the beat down, man. Turn the beat down for one moment. Roland Martin. Love the guy. Somebody get Roland Martin off of Twitter, please.
I mean,
please let him.
This guy was so upset that his Astros did not win. Man, he was lit. He was lit. He lives in DC. He's where you at, Star? He lives in DC, but he represents Texas to the fullest.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Lives in DC. Yeah. Former TV One news reporter.
I didn't know he stayed
former
in
CNN.
Yeah, on CNN.
Yeah.
You know, he got Roland Martin Unfiltered. Awesome show.
I listened to it. I just didn't know. I don't know why I didn't know he stayed here.
Yeah, he stays in DC.
So Star, we got an assignment for you since you are in DC. When you see Roland Martin, I want you to give Roland Martin that evil laugh.
And or do this.
No, why? Give him the evil laugh, give him the tomahawk, and end it with ATL, ho.
yeah, definitely.
Roland
end it with ATL.
Take you to dinner after that. You know, he like him with some aggression, you know? He like a little feisty.
Yeah, he's happily married.
No, he's not.
He is. He's married to a reverend.
Star said, no, he's not.
He's married to a reverend, believe it or not.
That don't mean he happy, baby. I see how he's happy.
I know. I'm just saying.
He ain't happy. That man gonna be like, the Lord answer my prayer.
Oh, Sunday is coming up. Shout out to the people that are getting ready to repent on Sunday, including Star.
Okay.
Especially after this weekend.
Yeah.
After this Friday and Saturday, after you get drunk, get tipsy, pass out in the middle of the street.
Have your contraceptives ready. That's all I gotta say. Have your contraceptives ready. That's it.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Gotta be prepared for anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Because there's gonna be some random sticks and licks. It definitely is.
Random sticks and licks.
I'm telling you all, Magic City, Onyx.
It's gonna be lit.
Blue Fang.
People gonna be real brave because of the Braves.
Yeah.
Yo, love it. I love that.
Put that on a bumper sticker.
Yeah, I want my 10%. Anybody who takes it, that's mine.
I love that.
So we're gonna talk more about the ATL Braves, ladies and gentlemen. My cap is on the way. My ATL Atlanta Braves cap, but it is old school. It's the baseball cap that legendary Hank Aaron and the rest of the players wore back in the 80s. So it's not the updated Atlanta Braves baseball cap that I'm going to be getting in the mail in the next day or so. Actually, it's probably going to come in today, later on today.
Okay.
But I'm going to get that throwback.
The white and blue one.
The white and blue one.
Okay.
With the lowercase A on it.
Lowercase A on it. All right.
Yeah.
Vintage piece.
Absolutely. You know, I love my vintage.
Love it. I like where you going with this, Sean.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And I'm gonna wear it with my ATL hoodie on that I got.
Hey.
I'm going to be wearing my hoodie for at least a week.
I got to order one so I can wear it with you.
Yeah.
Send me the link to I want the same one. We're going to do it up. We're going to rap.
You going to get the Atlanta Brave jersey too? You going to get the Atlanta Brave jersey?
You want me to do that too? You want me to get the jersey too?
Get the jersey, get the cap, get all the apparel.
You got to send me the links. I can hop in with you. I got you, ma.
Are you gonna wear the t-shirt and tie it up at the bottom so you can be sexy, so you can show your navel and all that stuff?
Well, ain't nobody gonna be able to see
it. Hey, this is Atlanta. Somebody gonna see something. I'm just saying.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So we're gonna keep you updated on the several Metro Atlanta districts canceled school today. I'm going through my sources here, and once again, Fulton is closed. Fulton is shut down.
Fulton, might as well.
Cobb is shut down.
Mm-hmm.
DeKalb is shut down. Clayton County is shut down. Of course, APS is shut down. And of course, Marietta City schools are closed today.
Sorry, Gwinnett, you're too far up.
Sorry, Henry County. Sorry,
you're too far south.
I feel bad. I feel bad too. I know we're going to get into some things in just a few moments, but I feel bad for the other counties. How many counties are there in Georgia? It's like what, 40 counties?
More than 40. It's like 100 and something.
That's a lot, Sean. It goes beyond.
It's over 100. I can't remember.
It's
I used
over
to remember
100.
that number.
Wow, really? It's over 100? I didn't realize there was so many counties.
Yeah.
Let me find that out. Let me find that out. I'm from Georgia, so I should know, right? But yeah, I feel bad for the other counties throughout Georgia, man. You know,
I'm feeling bad for the Metro Atlanta counties. Metro Atlanta, Gwinnett still gotta go. Henry still gotta go. Douglas still gotta go. I mean, they're in the hub of Atlanta. They're part of Metro Atlanta. Those three counties. I'm trying to think of another one. I'm like, those three still gotta go.
White County.
I'm thinking about Meriwether, Coweta. They're part of Metro Atlanta. Up in Rome, I can't remember the county. They still gotta go. You know, I'm like, what is up there? Another one. Cherokee, Hall. I know they gotta go. They're too far north, but they'll come down here to work in Atlanta. But they live way up there. You know, Forsyth or I don't know, begins with an F. I don't know. They gotta go. I mean, up in above Alpharetta, they gotta go. So I'm like, all these Metro Atlanta counties school systems still gotta go, and I'm like, yeah, y'all gotta still go because y'all don't come to Atlanta. You know, the world's busiest airport is in Clayton County officially. Yeah. Clayton County, y'all.
It's not Fulton County. Some people think it's in Fulton County, but
no, it's not. It's in Clayton.
It's in Clayton County.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna shut down the airport. They better not.
Nah, they can't do that.
They can't do that.
That's too much money. That's trillions of dollars, man. I mean, we already had it bad last year with the pandemic. You know, no, we can't shut down the airport, man. Can't do that. They're playing
catch up with that coin. They're trying to get every penny back.
Yeah.
You're right, DJ Roland. It's actually 159 counties in Georgia.
Yeah, I knew it was over 100.
Yeah.
Woo.
Second most in the U.S. behind Texas. Speaking of Texas, shout outs once again to the Astros.
Roland Martin. Hey.
Roland Martin.
We love you, man. We love you, but just not this year. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, they've won the World Series before.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's not like they haven't won. I mean, I'll get into the more detail in the news with the sports, but I'm just saying they won it not too long ago. It hasn't been like decades or anything like that. And I'll say in the past 8 years, they won it. So at least you have it. So a lot of teams wish they can at least get to the World Series.
Yeah.
And like I said, when I get into details in the sports report, I mean, we came a long way. But it was very interesting on this particular season. It's a trip that a lot of folks really didn't think about it, because that's why I was shocked when I put my post up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was like, I'm congratulating y'all, but I'm like, dang, y'all really won this thing. Yeah. So it's going to be a trip. It's going to be a trip, especially how the next season goes.
Yeah, some people say that they are going to win again.
And some folks say, let me see y'all do that same thing y'all did this year again next year. Yeah. That's what they're saying too.
They need to put good energy out there so they can do it. Say they
they're gonna put out good energy. I'm just saying, this guy is not hating. This, I'm not gonna say his name. He's not hating, but he's a sports fanatic. And he says, try that same routine next year.
So who's the guy to put his name out there?
Nah, I ain't gonna put his name out there.
You know, I like a little name drop.
I know you do.
And we do that a lot here on the morning.
But he's married too. And he's a nice chocolate guy.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, don't be
he's happily married.
It's not me, by the way. It's not me, y'all.
You know it's not you, Sean, because you're not married. Where your ring at?
It's somewhere. It's somewhere around here. It's somewhere around here.
Where that ring at, Sean?
I told you all, listen, I am still on my dating escapades at the moment. Mm-hmm. I'm still on my dating escapades.
Okay.
We're going to see how that goes. We're going to see how that goes before the year is out.
How about this weekend? Don't you think you can have a few dates this weekend?
He probably is. Knowing Sean.
I mean, I don't know. We shall see. You know, I've done some interaction with some folks earlier today, or actually earlier yesterday. Mm-hmm. So, you know, we shall see.
Oh, yeah. You've done some interaction, huh?
Yeah, I've done a little bit of some interaction.
Uh-huh.
Yesterday, and verbal communication, getting to know each other. Star, what are you talking about? What kind of interaction are you talking about?
What type of getting to know what you doing?
You talking about some enter the action? Are you talking about that kind of interaction?
Enter the dragon. Into the dragon. I was
thinking more of a down anatomy, you know, physics.
I was thinking Into the Dragon for a second. What Star was going at Into the Dragon.
Now, usually when you say Into the Dragon and you equate that to sex, that doesn't sound like a very great thing. Because when I think of dragons, I think of fire.
Sex be fire.
Yeah,
of course it'd be fire, but we don't want that kind of fire though. Afterwards, after the sex.
Just make sure you know you ain't going to the bathroom straight after sex or something. That's all I gotta say, man.
All right, what y'all talking about? It's time to get into some fake news. Wait a minute. Okay, y'all gotta wait for our uncensored Beat Break Morning podcast. That's gonna be coming soon. We got fake news and not fake news coming up by yours truly, Sean Garvey. Plus the trending report with Star Kells, the short version of the sports update with DJ Rollum. He got two different versions this morning. He got the brief sports update, and DJ Rollum got the extended sports update later on in the program in honor of our world champions, the Atlanta Braves.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
ATL, ho.
ATL, ho. ATL, ho. Yeah. A lot of stuff to unpack, of course. Before I go any further, want to let you all know, the viewers and listeners that are tuning in to the Beat Break Morning Show this morning, this episode is dedicated to our forever iconic longtime news anchor, Javita Moore. We'll get into that in just a few moments. Plus, speaking of which, I do have a guest coming up later on in the program. She is a news reporter who has a lot of fond memories of Javita Moore. We are going to have Simone Jameson on the Beat Break Morning Show a little bit later on in the program. You remember Simone a couple of years ago, DJ Roland, when Hill had the party for us honoring radio personalities and what have you, and Simone Jameson showed up and she interviewed me, asking me questions about the morning show and things of that nature. This will be her very first time being on the Beat Break Morning Show to talk about her memories of Javita Moore. So we are definitely happy to have her on the morning show coming up a little bit later on in the program. She was a news reporter for Fox and a few other local affiliate news stations, but we get into that in just a few moments. Plus, we're gonna talk about this election results, man. We're gonna make it it's gonna be comical, but very important at the same time. I hope you all voted on Tuesday for mayor of Atlanta, and as you can see, of course, we are in the runoff. It's gonna be a movie just like the Atlanta Braves. So it's going to be very suspenseful. Who's going to be the next mayor of Atlanta? And also, like I said, folks, we're going to talk more about the Atlanta Braves and all that great stuff, man. I mean, this may go over 2 hours because we usually have a format, but we want to save a little bit of time to play some more DJ Roland ATL Ho Mix. That's what we're calling it this morning, ATL Ho Mix.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah. So all my people that are preparing to go to the strip clubs that I mentioned a few moments ago, like your Magic City, your Onyx, your Blue Flame. After the parade, after the celebration at Truist Park, after all that good stuff, you're gonna want to hit up the strip club. Well, we're gonna get you started this morning with the ATL Ho Mix. We're not calling it the caffeine and energy drink mix this morning. It's going to be the ATL Ho Mix with DJ Roland.
All right.
ATL Ho.
Yep.
ATL Ho.
Yep.
Oh my God.
What?
I'm just laughing because when I was younger, saying it sounded so cool, like ATL Ho. ATL, and you in the club waving your hands side to side, listening to some Young John.
Throwing your bowls.
Throwing bowls with Luda. And now I'm just like a little older and I'm like, oh my God, that just sounds so provocative. Why do you keep saying
You're a parent.
that?
You're a parent.
Yeah.
That's why. Parent makes you change, should make you change things. I'm not saying all of them are like that because I've seen plenty. And I know you, Star Kels and Sean, have definitely, like, you're a parent and you acting like that. Wait, whoa.
Right.
Twerking in front of your kids like that. Whoa.
Shout out to TikTok.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
man.
I want to hear that ATL Ho Mix.
You want the ATL?
Oh, we got that coming up, baby. We got that coming up.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
All right. And of course, we got your news, weather, and sports with Michelle Dawes-Burt in between, right here on the Beat Break Morning Show, and a whole lot more. Also, shout outs to our sponsor. Shout outs to Couple. Shout outs to Couple for helping us hold down the morning show, ladies and gentlemen. It is cuffing season. And if you ain't booed up yet, like Star Kels and myself, go to couple.com and check them out. It's a new virtual speed dating where you get to meet singles in your local area. Right now, it is happening in places like ATL, Atlanta, and Toronto. So if you want to meet new people and find the love of your life, go to couple.com. And you can also go to couple.com/radio for more information. And also, shout out to BB Mobile Apps. We are still getting people interested in getting their own app customized. So go to bbmobileapps.com for more information. Everybody needs an app these days. If you are in the entertainment industry or in the broadcasting industry, get you an app today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, it's going to be the best investment that you will ever make when you are out there networking with people. So go and get that BB Mobile app customized. All right. Without further ado, let's get into some. Oh, did I forget to mention that I got the mic drop rant coming on in just a few moments? I forgot to mention that. Damn, Sean Garvey's mic drop rant is coming up. And I am going to talk about a popular TV show. It's actually two TV shows, two iconic Black TV shows that are on their final season. I'm not talking about Blackish though, because Blackish is on its final season on ABC. But there's another show that is also on its final season, and I have a whole lot to say about it. This is why, and this is just a change of perspective for me as I get older. This is why certain millennials and people that are in their 20s are not ready to be in a relationship.
I agree.
I'm gonna break that down in just a few moments. That's gonna be my mic drop rant this morning. Y'all know what TV show I'm talking about, but I'm not gonna say anything until the mic drop rant. That's coming up. And I actually watched this show. I'm a fan of this show. I'm a fan of the show.
Okay.
And the lead character of the show is doing major things. But I'm starting to dislike her though at the same time.
Oh God.
I'm gonna tell you all why coming up in the Sean Garvey mic drop rant in just a few moments. All right, but it's time now for your fake news or not fake news. If I can get this.
Sean got this. Sean got this.
All right, so fake news and not fake news. If you are new to this part of the show, in which I will give you news stories, and you have to tell me, DJ Rollum and Star Kells and the listeners and viewers out there, if this story is fake or not fake. That is the question. All right, so let's go. Fake news and not fake news. You ready?
I'm ready.
You know, I've been born ready. I'm ready. I always win too, by the way. Between me and DJ Rollum, I am the winner of fake news, not fake news. I've been getting the most right.
Yeah, she has. She's been getting more points than you, DJ Rollum.
Okay.
You just said that so calmly.
Okay.
Nah.
Fake news, not fake news. Here in Atlanta, let's start with Atlanta, since Atlanta is on fire these days. All right, Georgia health officials are seeing an alarming rise in children sickened, even hospitalized, after eating clay in the classrooms.
I'm sorry.
Fake news is not fake news.
But you said Georgia health officials are seeing this.
I will say it one more time. Georgia health officials are seeing an alarming rise in children sickened, even hospitalized, after eating clay in the classrooms. Fake news or not fake news?
I say fake. I think it's.
Why are you looking around, Star? You trying to get a lifeline?
My lifeline is in here. I'm gonna go with fake.
I'm going with fake. I don't think it's in Georgia though.
So both Star and DJ Rollum said fake. Well, boys and girls, Star and DJ Rollum are right. It is fake. This is a fake story.
Yeah.
With a little twist though.
Okay, tell us the twist, because I know they ain't eating.
Okay, so here's the real story. Georgia health officials are seeing an alarming rise in children sick and even hospitalized after, get this, eating marijuana infused edibles.
What?
Yes.
What?
Getting tired of these damn millennials, man.
No, them ain't no millennials. Them ain't no millennials.
Yeah, so in many cases, this is according to my sources here, in many cases, children unknowingly eat the THC product because it looks similar to and is packaged like candy.
Oh.
Which I have seen plenty of times.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So how they getting their hands on it, from like their parents or?
No, they buy it at a store.
Yeah, they sell them in stores. You can
Sell
get them anywhere.
How are the kids being able to get them?
They don't know what's in there. That's the thing.
But they're letting the kids buy it, is what I'm saying.
The manufacturer, people who are making that, is putting it in there because it's packaged. So wherever low-rated company got hands on THC and put it in the candy. For what reason? I have no idea.
THC on it, like
no. They somehow, those low-rated companies, it's not like General Mills or anything. It ain't like a company like that. These are low-rated companies. Got hands on the substance THC, put it in their products, seal the package.
Right.
And most of them probably, I have an idea. I'm not saying they don't go to Walmart, but I'm not saying they do. But a lot of these places probably go to these gas station truck stops and whatnot. So a lot of this stuff, a lot of it is probably is I would say at least 80% in rural areas. This is not like in the city limits. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm not saying that, but a lot of it is in rural areas.
All I'm saying is, who's selling it? Like if it's a corner store, or
you gotta find. It's a corner store.
So why are they selling it to kids? Because they know what's in it, right?
No.
The people that selling it don't know what's in it either?
No.
Oh, that's too deep for me.
Yeah, some little low-rated companies doing it. But I'm like, what's the kick out of it? Why are you doing it?
So check this out. So the National Cannabis Industry Association, which represents legal and licensed cannabis businesses, said edibles packaged as candy are underground illegal products. So somehow, some way, these kids and teens, young teens, are getting these type of products in the black market.
Because that's why
in certain stores
and be like that. So
that was partially right. That was partially right.
Yeah, I mean these are candies. These are packages that you won't get from a well-known popular gas station or convenience store. You won't get these type of candy out of a QT, a Quick Trip, or Exxon, or a BP.
Right.
Not even Walmart.
Mom and pop stores. Mom and pop gas stations.
Stores, yeah.
Yep.
Your more privately owned stores. Also get this, Dr. Gaylord Lopez, who is the director of Georgia Poison Center, said in a quote to WSB TV here in Atlanta, in the last 3 years, we have seen significant increases in calls about these products in children. In fact, when you look at the data, we have seen a 66% increase in calls relating to those cannabis-containing products. This is all according to Dr. Gaylord Lopez, director of Georgia Poison Center.
Wow. I mean, these kids just getting high.
So there you go. You gotta, parents, be careful of what your children are taking into their system. Yeah. Because they can get high real quick and it can turn into a dangerous situation.
Very.
You don't want that song playing in your head. I ate some candy today because I got high. I ate some candy today because I got high.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
All right, on to the next. Fake news or not fake news. Delta flight from Atlanta. We're gonna stay in Atlanta because it is a celebration, ladies and gentlemen. ATL. Delta flight from Atlanta to LA diverted due to customer disturbance. I'm going to say that one more time. Delta flight from Atlanta to LA diverted due to, quote, customer disturbance. Fake news or not fake news?
Not fake news.
Fake.
DJ Rollins says fake and Star says not fake. Okay. Well, Star Chaos is right. That's another point for Star. Yep. Take it to the house. Take it to the house. Yep. A Delta Airlines flight from Atlanta to Los Angeles was diverted due to an unruly passenger, according to officials. An onboard customer disturbance led to Monday's incident on Delta Flight 365 out of Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, or Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. I got to put Atlanta because it is a celebration. En route to LAX, prompting pilots to divert the plane to Dallas, airlines officials told the Post. Yeah.
Wow.
So there was an actor that happened to be on the airplane who is known to be in several horror movies, was on the flight and said it had to be rerouted due to an unruly passenger. A police officer is seen walking down the aisle of the plane over this actor's shoulder. And the funny thing he says, this particular actor, he says in the tweet, the unfriendly skies. He was throwing shade at Delta when he said that in a tweet. Yeah, man.
I was thinking Jamie Lee Curtis, about Michael Myers acting a fool on the plane or something. So that's the person came to my mind.
Samuel Adams. F these snakes on a plane. Acting up.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, this is common in some cases. You will have an unruly passenger on a plane. And who will want that, especially when you are in the sky, in the air?
Here's something to add on to it. I don't have the correct number, but since you said a Delta airline, Delta has said that they banned about 1,500 folks forever for flying on their aircrafts. Banned them for being unruly. 1,500. Say you basically, I gotta say it like this: your asses ain't flying with us no more.
You got banned.
Never want to get banned from Delta. I mean, I love Delta. Oh God.
I mean,
Delta go everywhere. Hell.
I mean, Delta is really the biggest and the best airline out there. They're not, I wouldn't say the most expensive, but they're the best out there. And if you're banned from them, you better see what airline goes to where you would like to go, because you ain't guaranteed you're going to get there on another airline. Just being real.
So someone hit me up and asked me, well, why was the passenger unruly? So according to my sources here, a passenger, I cannot pronounce his last name, but his first name is Brian, in his 20s.
Mm-hmm.
Brian, 20 years of age, allegedly punched the flight attendant during a trip from New York City to California after she told him to sit down because the fasten seatbelt sign had been activated.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that's not a millennial. It is not a millennial. That's the generation Z or Y. I don't know. One of them.
I can't keep up with all that stuff. We just say the decades that we were born in. You know, y'all got all these letters. Here's the thing and whatnot. For the people who want to fly for the first time, there are rules, federal rules. When you get on any airplane, any airline, period. Unless you have Diddy money. If you have Diddy money, you can do almost what you want. Almost. So if you on a commercial airline, they have to follow federal regulations. And if you don't follow those federal regulations, the fines start at 500 to 1,000. The smallest. Yep. And it adds very quickly. So if you are really on an airline, you'll not only may not get banned like some folks at the 1,500, but you will have a hefty, you know, airline tickets are still expensive right now. You know, a round trip going to wherever is going to be more than what you normally paid before the pandemic. So they got to recoup that money from 2020. So if you're already paying per person, let's say average 300, and that doesn't include the baggage, your seat, and if you decide to get something to drink or eat on there, that can go up to almost 500 a person, possibly going somewhere. And then you will act stupid and get fined up to 1,000 at the beginning. Follow the rules. Sit your ass down when that seatbelt sign is on.
I just love DJ Rollin and his PSAs. You gotta love him. You gotta love him. All right, last but not least, in your fake news and not fake news. Let's take it over to our neighboring state, Florida.
Florida, okay.
Yeah. So in Florida, Elon Musk wants to build a tunnel to the beach in Florida. Fake news or not fake news?
That's got to be fake. He gonna build a beach build a tunnel to a beach.
I think that's real, not fake news.
Nah.
DJ Ron cannot believe it.
No.
Only reason why I say yeah is because these goddamn people with money, they getting real beside themselves. People going to Mars, people having dinner with aliens and Martians. People want to live submarines. They date a submarine. They don't even want to build it. Oh, turn me into a live submarine so I can sail across the 7 seas. I believe that is not fake news.
All right. Okay, so is it fake or not fake? It is real, not fake.
Okay. Yep. Sorry, you got it. I'm like this. Before you explain, I got to say this. Doesn't he understand about the sinkholes in Florida? There's more sinkholes going on.
He don't care. He got coin. I'm telling you, people start getting money, start acting retarded.
Oh, God.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. Yeah. So, of course, Musk company, the Boring Company, will dig a pair of underground tunnels from downtown Fort Lauderdale to the beach in flood-prone South Florida on the cheap. Yeah.
And
that's gonna be a waste of money. Serious. That don't make any sense.
Now get this. The tunnels would not be a tunnel for your car or even my car to go through, but it would eventually use self-driving Teslas as a form of public transportation, shuttling riders east and west from the Bright Line station to the famous beachfront intersection of Las Olas.
No way.
To and A1A. So this is going to be a tunnel made for Teslas, for self-driving Teslas. That's the future, ladies and gentlemen.
They just want people to buy Teslas. So they trying to come up with stuff.
It ain't just that. I'm looking at until we get. Well, I ain't gonna get into all that. I mean, it's I ain't gonna get into it because that don't make any daggone. That's just a waste of money, pure waste.
It reminds me of the Ferris wheel in downtown Atlanta. Atlanta, ladies and gentlemen. Every time I say the word, every time I say the city name Atlanta, I gotta give a hand clap. It reminds me of the Ferris wheel in Atlanta. Or better yet, what's the other form of transportation in Atlanta? It's not MARTA. The belt line.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna think about. I'm thinking about those. Their streetcars.
Yeah, the streetcars.
Trolley car things.
Yeah, the Atlanta streetcars that people don't even hardly use.
Nope.
Yeah.
I mean, I was on the Ferris wheel.
What you do on that Ferris wheel? Everybody that gets on that Ferris wheel get on there to go like kissing and holding hands.
And
were you doing all of that on the Ferris wheel, DJ Roland?
Was that why you went on?
I mean, it was the car itself it holds up to like 8 folks and whatnot. So I think it was about 5 or 6 of us in that car. And no, we weren't kissing. We held hands. We were looking outside and whatnot.
Okay.
I mean, it was just something. It was part of the TM tour. So that was back in 19.
All right.
So it was.
I just was trying to see if you had a good time. That's all, boo.
Yeah, it was fun. You know, I see what you're coming from, Sean, with the Ferris wheel, but I haven't thought about getting on a streetcar yet.
Yeah. But I just want to know what that is going to look like in the next few years if that was to actually happen. I mean, they're doing it right now. It's in the works. But to actually see that come into fruition, to have a tunnel dedicated to only self-driving Teslas, jeez.
Do you know anybody who has a Tesla?
I do.
You do? Yeah. Both of you all do?
Yeah, several people.
Oh, I forgot. Y'all around bougie people. That's why. I'm just saying, y'all.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is.
All right, it's time now for the trending report by our very own Star Kells as we switch gears right here on the Beat Break Morning Show, the Beat Break Podcast. Also, don't forget to follow us on all your social media at Beat Break Radio on Facebook, Twitter, and on Instagram, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Star Kells with the trending report. Good morning.
Good morning, and this is your girl Star Kells keeping you on point with.
She said Kells when it's really Kells.
Kells. I gotta start saying Kells because you know I like when you say Kells. So let me start over. This is your girl Star Kells keeping you on point with your trending topics. How about that?
All right.
Okay, y'all. So you know the streets are talking, and let's say Boosie bad A's.
You can say Boosie badass. It sounded like you just said A's. Boosie A's.
Boosie bad A's. A's.
Well,
just keep it at Boosie Badass. That's all you. It's just
stupid. I still stupid bougie Boosie.
Yeah, because Bougie Badass, that's his new name. But Boosie is back at it again. Y'all know he turns up on social media. I call him 50 Cent Jr.
Well, he's both 50 Cent and what's the other rap artist name? Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So add Boosie to that list. You know, he be going and he gets lit. So you know he had his little beef with Lil Nas X, right? So the beef has been going on for months now. They going back at it, back and forth or whatever. So Boosie, you know, he started saying some real kind of like homophobic things to Nas X, and also kind of like really getting at him. He even dropped the F-bomb in the gay community F-bomb.
Oh, the other F word.
Yes.
Mm.
And he also touched bases with telling Lil Nas X to go kill himself. So not only did you do some homophobic comments, you also touched on, you know, people suffering from mental illness and wanting to kill themselves. Okay.
So this raised two questions for me for Boosie Badass, Little Boosie, or whatever. Number one, are you on this homophobic type of thing right now? Because it sounds kind of suspect to me. A lot of guys that are targeting against or speaking out against people who are of a particular sexual orientation, especially in the celebrity world, it makes me question about their lifestyle. People like Boosie. I mean, maybe Lil Nas X is doing something that's turning him on, and he's like, no. Either that, or my thing is, well, Boosie, if you don't like the whole homosexuality lifestyle or what people of the community are doing or whatever, like there's other places that you can go. You can leave America if you want. You got the money. What's your net worth look like? Because if it looks quite good, then you can go to anywhere outside of America, overseas, and not having to worry about that whole lifestyle. I'm just saying.
I agree with you, you know, but you know, he ain't stopped there now.
Oh, so there's more.
There's more. So he shot shots, of course, at Lil Nas X, telling him, you know, as much as the world, you will be doing the world a huge favor if you did go ahead and kill yourself. Nobody wants you here, right? So then he goes for Charlemagne because he felt like Charlemagne having Lil Nas X on there, and so he's supporting Lil Nas X. He is making it okay for some of the things that Lil Nas X does to be supported on that big platform. So he gets at Charlemagne to tell Charlemagne, like, and you are part of the problem too, because you are egging these people on your show with this bro. You using your platform to support Nas X and his antics. I see what side you on. He said, F y'all kids, shaking my head, dummy. So he got at Charlemagne, and y'all know Charlemagne is definitely not gonna let the comment just be swept under the rug. So he did do a rebuttal. And he said, I'm for Black, I'm first, you know, so I'm here to support Black. So I'm supporting Black people on my platform. Breakfast Club has always supported Black people on their platform. And he also told Boosie, hey, we have all said things that may not have been the best for our children, viewers, or listeners. So Boosie thing was Lil Nas X is doing a lot of stuff that isn't really, he's not really being a great role model for the kids. and he's showing things and trying to sway these kids to move in a certain direction, because a lot of kids look at Lil Nas X. And he also was trying to say Charlamagne was supporting that. Charlamagne was like, no, I'm not supporting that. I never said I was supporting anything. I'm just saying we all have said things that maybe will affect the way kids think or feel at some point, and we're not perfect for it. So what y'all think? I mean, what do you think about it?
Yeah, I already gave you my 2 cents.
DJ Roland,
either little Bootsy Badass is what it is,
right?
Or there's other places you can go. There's other places you can go.
Don't do Bootsy Badass like that. I like Lil Bootsy.
Let me tell you, here's my opinion, since you asked about me, opinion on this. And Sean knows how I go deep. I mean, someone tells me I overthink, and that's what I do sometimes. I do. But think about it. We're in the entertainment industry. That's number one. Number two, this guy has his unique way of putting out his music and everything. Got the lyrics, got bars, all that. I got the lyrics, I got some bars, people purchasing my music. We're doing this and doing that. Lil Nas X is doing his thing in his private life. Why the hell are you worrying about what he does in his private life? Why is it affecting yours?
Well, I told you. Lil Nas X is doing something that's turning little Bootsy Badass on.
Something.
He's doing something. I bet you Lil Bootsy Badass keeps on watching that video in repeat. You know what I'm talking about? Where Lil Nas X is giving that Satan a lap dance. It's kind of like that scene in Friday After Next. Right, Terry Crews character.
Yeah.
Like, Tupac. Oh my goodness.
Right. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I respect Lil Nas X doing his thing. And he came out and said what he said and everything. And guess what? He's still going up. Little Bootsy Badass, what are you doing that is improving your craft to get, technically, I'm just being real, the white folks to look at you? Because white folks ain't really looking at you. They could if you start acting correct. Reason why I say this, Lil Nas X is on a commercial, a national commercial right now with one of the greatest entertainers that we have ever seen. And being a good joker at the end of that commercial. What Lil Bootsy doing? What are you doing? You ain't doing jack, nothing. All you do is complaining about what some other entertainer's doing in his or her personal life. Why? Why is that bothering you? I hear what you're saying, Sean. I really do. That doesn't make any daggone sense. So what you going to do? You think he's going to change because of what you said? It's going to make a big difference on what you think he should be doing? You ain't doing nothing better.
Y'all chewing Lil Bootsy up tonight.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I can't.
Man. DJ rolling his PSAs, man. I'm telling you, they're lit.
I still like Lil Bootsy. You know, I went to Southern University. Shout out to Southern University in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. That's the hometown of Bootsy Badass. And I grew up off of Lil Bootsy. So Lil Bootsy, you know, I may not agree with everything that you say and do, but you know, you still my boo, baby. You still my little boo.
You can have your opinion. I am not against your opinion. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing I'm talking about. You can have your own opinion, but as long as it's not affecting your personal life, not messing with your pockets, why you got to worry about it?
Right.
So you can, you can have your opinion, and you can have Lil Bootsy at the same time.
Okay. Well, with that note, let's move on to our next topic. Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna talk about YG. Okay. YG has been really, really, really hot. Okay, with his trending of baby mama naked pics. Okay. So, so a lot of people have been like kind of like talking and, you know, criticizing YG because YG showed a picture of his the mother of his children, where he was wearing a heavy knit kind of flannel jacket and baggy shorts, and she was on her knees below him, and a Caitlin Sparks below him is Caitlin. I'm sorry, I'm reading it wrong. Caitlin Sparks, that's her name. The mother of YG's children was wearing absolutely nothing, and they blared out her nipples.
Breasts. Oh.
No, her nipples.
In the areolas.
And the vagina.
And the vagina.
However, the blurring was so minimal that the fans didn't need to use much of their imagination to figure out what was
so she got a
hiding
bush
behind the blur. Now, mind you, she is very beautiful. She is a beautiful young lady, or whatever the case may be. But, and you know, she tatted up too. She got them tats everywhere. I find her to be very, very attractive and adorable. However, the people of the world, of course, are still thinking about their kids and thinking about the fact that if this is your woman, why are you exploiting her in such a manner?
Sounds like revenge porn to me.
You think so?
Roland?
Man, here's the thing.
Revenge porn though, Sean?
Sounds like revenge porn.
Here is the thing. Who on this panel does not know who Ice-T is?
There's only two. There's only two.
I'm talking about the Ice-T, the rapper and the actor on SVU.
Law and Order SVU. Yeah, we know.
Yeah, Law and Order SVU. Okay. His wife.
Coco.
I'm in love with the Coco.
All right. She's a model. She has a baby girl. They have a baby girl. They've been married, I don't know how many years.
Long
and whatnot. Time. And she dresses, you know, because she's a model.
Well, before she was a model, she'd been dressing like a hoe.
ATL hoe.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Ice-T, when he has a woman, he goes all out for that woman. Goes all out. So YG, you're going all out for your woman, but guess what? Do you really have to do it like that? Ice-T is setting the example on how if you're going to dress your woman a certain way and she feels comfortable in doing it, follow what Coco doing. In my opinion, it's just my opinion, because of how Ice-T is.
Well, there is a age gap in that scenario.
A huge age gap.
Yeah, so Ice-T is much more older than YG. YG, he still is at that stage in his life where he's not as enlightened as Ice-T. You know, I mean, Ice-T may have done some stuff in the past that he probably regrets or look back at it and be like, you know, I was young or whatever. Ice-T ain't about that life anymore. He's on his grown man-ish now. YG, on the other hand, who doesn't have the same mindset as Ice-T, of course he's gonna do that kind of stuff because he's not mentally there yet. I don't know him personally, but it seems like he's still on that ish. And you just don't give a what.
Right. I got you. I don't disagree with you on that. But here's the thing that gets on my nerves, though. A person like YG would say, I'm a grown-ass man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a grown-ass man. Ice-T is a grown-ass man. He's just older. So you're quick to say you're a grown-ass man, but look what kind of stuff are you doing and you're a grown-ass man. That's the stuff that gets on my nerves, that you go quick to say about how you're a man and I'm able to do this. But you got to understand, when you do certain actions, you know, it's going to be some, you know, repercussions on how people may look at your actions. I'm a father. Star Kells is a mother. We can't do something that it might make our kids think like, daddy, mommy, yeah, you know, you don't want that. That's the thing that I wish some more people think about. Think about before you do something, because people are looking at you. Do you want that type of stain on you, on the type of action that you do? Why would you want your kids growing up? They'll grow up and look at past stuff, depending on how the internet is going to be. So it's going to be even bigger in the next 20 years, even bigger. I mean, way bigger. And they can go back and see what you did to their mama. Really? Does that really make sense?
Well, what if because in the picture, I don't know if y'all saw the picture, but she seems to be very willing and open and like he's enjoying.
You represent, hey, you're gonna have to have a talk. It's like how some folks like former porn stars decide to leave the industry and they have families and stuff, and then the kid and have kids, and they got to explain to their kid, this is what mommy used to do. Are they going to have an intelligent conversation with their kids of what mommy did? Did they get any money from this?
I mean, I don't think so at all. I think it was just they just wanted to take photos.
I don't know.
Wow.
Maybe because of how I was raised. I mean, and I know how my son is. That would even impress my son doing something stupid like that.
But now that I look at it, it don't look like revenge porn to me.
I told you it wasn't revenge porn.
Yeah, I mean, but how you said it and how you illustrated it sounded like revenge porn, but then again, it's like, hey,
so
she knew what she was getting. She knew what she was getting into. I'm looking at the well, it's not really uncensored. You can still see everything.
That's
and
what
it's
I
on
was
YG,
like,
and it's on not YG. It's on IG.
YG on
IG. But y'all, the criticism came from the fact that he was proud. He was proud of the picture, but people were just like, "Why are you exploiting her in that way? Like, why is all her ass out, her tits out, her vagina out?" I didn't think it was revenge porn picture at all. It was just a regular, like they doing a photo shoot, but people didn't like it and they didn't take to it very well.
Gotcha. Oh well. Hey, people have access to OnlyFans and people have access to free porn on the internet. It's the internet, baby.
And it's going to be there forever. It's going to be there forever.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, at least she looked good. She got a nice body.
So, Kel, you look good.
I definitely agree.
We like your chocolateness. Okay.
Thank you.
Well, I'm just telling you, we like your chocolateness.
Well, I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Got any more stories?
Yes.
Got any more stories before we move on?
That's it. We've taken up enough time with my trending topics.
Yeah, that's enough. After seeing this photo right here, I was like, oh no, that's enough. That's enough right there. Oh Lord have mercy. Oh Lord have mercy. All right. Time now to switch gears really quick to DJ Rollum and the sports update or the sports report. We gotta give you a new name for your segment when it comes to all things considered sports. This is the short version, and we're going to try to fill in the longer version as much as we can before our next segment. So, DJ Rollum, go ahead and take it away.
All right, this is the Rollum Sports Report. All right, Rollum Sports Report.
Rollum.
Yeah, here we go. And as we are talking about ATL right now, I'm going to talk about the ATL teams, the major ATL teams. We have 4 major teams, but I'm going to focus on the 3, which is football, basketball, and later down the road, we will talk about the baseball. All
the
right.
Atlanta Braves.
Yeah. Now, my question is this. Do you want to hear the bad or the good first, or the short version?
The bad.
The bad.
We got to go with the bad always.
All right, go over the bad. All right. So if everybody didn't know, I mean, the Atlanta Falcons are not having a great season. They have won games, but the thing about the games that we have won were not in Atlanta. That's the hurtful part. The 3 games that we won are away from the city of Atlanta.
Wow.
So are you insinuating something, DJ Roland? Are you saying
I'm
that
not insinuating anything.
The Mercedes-Benz Stadium isn't hitting it for the Falcons?
You gotta pray. That's all I gotta say.
The Mercedes-Benz, I'm gonna say it one more time. The Mercedes-Benz Stadium is not hitting it for the Falcons.
No, they're not hitting it. At least not this season. They have hitting it, but not this season.
See, man, I'm telling you, it's karma.
Yeah, it's
That's
karma,
what it is,
because for national folks and for people in Louisville, let y'all know that when the Mercedes-Benz Stadium was created, some property have to be demolished. And one of the properties that was demolished was actually 2 churches. And one of those churches, my grandfather attended. So you destroy a church to put a stadium there. And as this old patriot of Atlanta said, that you're going to build a high-ranked stadium for a second-ranked team.
Oh, wow.
So that's what she said. That's what she said. And I know that it's still lingering in some folks. So by having that, Atlanta has not won I'm talking about the Atlanta Falcons, just the Atlanta Falcons now, has not won a championship in this city. So with that being said, yes, the Atlanta Falcons are now 3-4. Let's see if they can win this coming Sunday. On to the next team.
In the city.
Yeah, in the city. Yeah, let's go to the Atlanta Hawks.
What about the Hawks?
Yeah, them Hawks. Them Hawks did very, very well. They've been very well. Actually doing, in my opinion, and a lot of other folks' opinion, they're doing better than the Falcons.
Wow.
Reason why? Because they went to the Eastern Conference, went 7 games against the Milwaukee, I can't remember, the Timberwolves.
Sorry.
Timberwolves.
I'm thinking
and and those Timberwolves did win the NBA championship. Okay. But believe me, they didn't win that easy. They did not win. We took them to 7 games, and we're doing pretty good starting off our season, doing very well. So I went from bad to the good, because the Atlanta Hawks are still doing what they have done last season. All right. And they're in the plus 500 range. And the Falcons haven't been in the plus 500 range. You want to take a wild guess? When's the last time they were above 500?
I'm going to guess wrong, so I refuse to give you that answer.
All right. Last time the Falcons were in the plus 500 range was back in 2018. What year is this?
This is 2021, going to 2022.
And when did they build the Benz Stadium?
I believe it was 16. 16.
They started building it
in 15. They started building in 15. I know that for a fact.
It was finishing. Wasn't it finishing 18?
It was finishing 18. It was finishing 18 because they demolished the old Georgia Dome back in 17.
So that's when the Falcons started downhill from there.
Actually, they started super duper downhill since we went to the Super Bowl.
Oh, well, yeah.
And that was the last time. Let's just I got to put this in everybody's ear. I ain't gonna get into the deep in the Braves, but until the Braves had their last out, that's when I started celebrating, because I did not want to say, oh, they got 2 outs and they can get back in with some runs. I did not want to feel that way. So I said, let me wait till the last out, then I'll celebrate. I ain't celebrating nothing. Well, even when we had a lead, because we did have a lead in the Super Bowl, right, and they still came back and won. So when you have a 28-3 lead at halftime and then you still lose, that don't feel good. So you ain't gonna ever trust no Atlanta team ever until you actually someone blows the whistle, whatever the case may be, is 0-0 on the clock. That's when we actually won the game. So that's how I see it. But those are the small report of the Atlanta teams, major teams, the Atlanta Falcons and the Atlanta Hawks.
Very small. Very small. Too small for Star.
Woo.
Very too small.
He likes it large.
The large version is coming. The large version is coming.
Yeah.
It's coming, ladies and gentlemen.
Big.
Hey, she doesn't like appetizers. She likes full-fledged meals.
Yeah, I like a full course meal, but I don't like what is it?
Appetizers?
When they have I like one whole meal. I don't like no 4-course meal. Okay.
You don't like no 4-course meal?
Just one healthy meal. That's it.
So no appetizers can fill you up.
I skip the appetizers.
You'll skip the appetizers.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to a break or what? No, we're not going to. I mean, we can't go into a break. Just saying. Just saying. Yeah. All right, time now for Sean Garvey's Mike Rants, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this beat on. Switch up the beat. Okay. Sean Garvey's Mic Drop Rants. Ladies and gentlemen, right here on the Beat Break Morning Show. And this mic drop rant goes to the hit HBO series Insecure.
No, yeah. You're not.
I said it earlier, folks. The final season of Insecure is a lot to be mad about in this season. People are mad that it's the final season. It's on its 5th season. Some shows last 9 seasons. Some shows last shorter than that. Some shows last only 2 episodes, and that's it. But Issa Rae came out winning with this show. And I guess that's why a lot of people are mad, because it's the 5th season, the 5th and final season of Insecure. And then you have others that are mad at one of its leading ladies. What's her name again? Amanda Seales, who plays Tiffany in the series. You have your DJ won't know this because he went to an HBCU. In the first episode of the final season, Amanda Seales' character, Tiffany, has on her AKA costume, her outfit. A lot of the Black sororities are mad about that because the people behind Insecure and HBO, Warner Media, they didn't get the proper consent from the AKA and the director of the AKA permission to portray Amanda Seales' character as a soror.
Couldn't just make it up or anything like they do on Different World.
They could have changed the letter pretty much.
Exactly. They could have just did that.
It's a different time. They could have gotten away with it. They could have got away with it in the 90s. But because we live in a very sensitive world right now, yeah, it's a big deal. A very big deal. But that's the reason why I don't have a rant behind that. I think it's ridiculous. I'm sorry for all my HBCU people. I have friends that are HBCUs, including DJ Roll.
And me.
But yeah, but that's not what I want to really, really rant about. Like I said, it's the last season. People are mad. They're in their feelings. But you all still watch the show. Y'all still watch the final season. But my rant turns towards Issa Rae herself.
Oh God.
Well, more so of the character. Let me just say that. Let me just say more so of the character and not the amazing creator of Insecure. Not the actress, not the businesswoman, but her character.
Well, what's her character name? Talk about
Issa.
her character.
Okay. So you follow Issa's journey from season 1 all the way up to season 5 so far. To catch people up on speed, I'm sorry, this is going to be a little bit of a spoiler alert. But in season 5 so far, because they only aired 2 episodes of season 5. And in the first episode of the new season, at the very end of the episode, Issa breaks it off with Lawrence. After learning that Lawrence, played by Jay Ellis, has a baby by Cadona in the last season. So Issa, she doesn't want to be about that mommy life or that she's not going to be the mommy, but she'd pretty much be, or she could have been like maybe the stepmom if they were to get married. But she feels like that would be a burden between her and Lawrence. So yeah, she went to go do her thing. She broke it up with Lawrence. I know DJ Rollins shaking his head. I think DJ Rollins knows where I'm going with this. Now ladies and gentlemen, let's revisit season 1. What happened in season 1, ladies and gentlemen? Issa cheated on Lawrence for Daniel.
Issa ain't had no babies though.
Don't matter.
Don't matter.
It matter because of a
no. Here's my point, Star. Issa cheated on Lawrence. She was dishonest, didn't tell him from the gate. Lawrence ended up finding that out through Daniel, who was at a party. And Lawrence asked her, "Did you sleep with Daniel?" She pretty much said yes without saying yes. Lawrence, of course, like anybody would do in a relationship, hey, we're breaking up. I don't want to deal with you anymore. Okay? So let's fast forward from season 1 to season 4, before the last episode of season 4. Lawrence catches up with Issa. Lawrence gets the closure that he needs from Issa on why Issa cheated on Lawrence with Daniel. They ended up making things up. They ended up patching things up. They in the bed together. Next thing you know, boom, boyfriend and girlfriend all over again. However, here comes Lawrence with the baby. But here's the thing though. Lawrence had the baby by Cadona. I know I may be pronouncing her name wrong, but I don't care. He has the baby by the other sister, by the other woman. But that was after the breakup with Issa. So him and Issa weren't together. Okay? He went to do his thing, but he didn't know he was going to impregnate this woman.
He didn't know.
Star said he did know.
He was fucking her raw, so he knew.
Well, according to Lawrence, he said that he wore a condom.
Yeah, look what I'm.
That's what every man said. They wore a condom.
He said we use protection. But but of course, to play devil's advocate just a little bit, protection is not always protection.
100%.
It's not 100%. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
He probably
okay, but
protection like oral, like saliva.
Yeah, that's a whole different conversation. But that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. They had sex, they laid down together, and they ended up having a baby together.
Right.
But at least Lawrence was honest. At least he came in the door and told Issa what it is. So what's my point, ladies and gentlemen? What's my point? Issa is not a ride or die.
Oh my God. No, you ain't.
She is definitely, she is not only that she's a rider, not only that she's not a ride or die, but she contradicted herself. Oh, she's a hypocrite. God.
That's messed up.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, all of my Issa Rae followers out there. She's a hypocrite. She contradicted herself. That's the double standard that us guys tend to talk about, ladies.
Ooh. I'm sorry, ladies.
This is the double standard.
Don't beat them up.
You are, no. Hear me out. When your ladies mess up, when y'all F up, you expect us dudes, us men, to forgive you right away and then move on. But then when it's the other way around and we mess up, it's the end of the world for you all. Like, oh, hell no. No. Sorry, but not sorry. It is like Armageddon to you all.
Here, I gotta say this.
No.
Say it, DJ Rollins. Say it.
Look,
I've been waiting to say what I got to say.
Ladies first. Ladies first. Go on.
I want y'all to recall how Issa Rae put up with this man not having no job, being very, very insecure, not being very nice to her, and she was still down, regardless of anything. When she was working, she was paying all the bills. She was doing her due diligence. She was actually trying to keep him happy and try to figure out how she can help. And all he did was push her away into the arms of another man. Now, we not left out that part because people got to take full responsibility now she was loyal.
Star, this is the ish that I'm talking about. So you about to make me cuss. You about to make me cuss.
I'm gonna sit
I gotta censor myself. You saying all of that.
Let me take my hair down.
Please take your hair down. Please take your hair down. Look, Lawrence did the best that he could at that time. This man went from job interview to job interview. Do you know how hard it is for a Black man to land a job these days? Do you know how hard it is? First off,
I don't think he did the best that he could, but okay.
Number two, if Issa was dissatisfied, all she had to do was walk away. All she could have did
And
was
stayed
She communicated with him. She communicated with him. He wasn't listening.
Ladies, you have two choices. Walk away or cheat and face the consequences.
Oh, you being deep.
You have two choices.
I hope you remember this.
Star about to maybe bring out my Samuel, what's his name? Kevin Samuels out.
Well, you bring it out, but you remember what you say. You just remember because it's gonna bite you in the ass.
I'm just saying. Are y'all saying that black men don't cheat? Okay. Wait a minute. What were you about to say, man?
I mean, it's I know it's a show. It's a fictional show.
It's a show, but it's based off of real life situations.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the thing, though, that a lot of folks forget, and I learned this from my dad, and it didn't dawn on me until I got much older. He told me this when I was a teenager. It really didn't dawn on me until I got in my mid-20s. Us men are basically predators, go-getters, naturally. All right. Women are the emotional beings that was created. If you don't understand your route on what you're supposed to do, that's how ish keeps happening. That's the problem. You would have to know your role. We go and do what we have to do to provide, to protect. That's us. Women are emotional and try to kind of clean up what we as men don't do. And if you flip the script by not staying with us by what we tried to do, that's why y'all ain't gonna be happily ever after.
I see. He's talking just like Kevin Samuels.
Whatever. You sound crazy. You sound crazy.
I may sound crazy, but that's reality.
Why do we sound crazy?
Y'all, because it doesn't make any sense what you're saying.
What is it that we're not making sense when we're just coming from a logic standpoint?
He could have found a job. He really could have found a job.
He ended up getting a job working at Best Buy.
After how long?
But you gotta understand something, Star. Once again, the show
said she wasn't loyal. She was loyal.
Right, but
earlier
you asked the question. You asked the question for how long though? In the current economic climate that we're living in, it takes longer for just anybody. Let's just take the black man out. It takes longer these days for anybody to get a job these days compared to how it was in the 90s. In the 90s, when the economic climate was totally different than how it is now, you can quit from one job or get fired from one job and go across the street and get another job.
Clinton.
I know, but she was loyal throughout that time. It took him a long.
He was too. Let me tell you why Lawrence was loyal as well. Even though he didn't have his ish together. Remember the bank teller, Tasha, who came into the picture?
Mm-hmm.
Any dude that was in the same relationship or would have been in the same relationship with Issa would have tapped that. Lawrence was like, nah, I gotta be faithful. I gotta stay faithful. I'm with Issa. So you trying to tell me, Star, and to the thousands of viewers and listeners that are tuning into the morning show, right? Saying that Lawrence was not loyal, but Issa was?
I didn't say that Lawrence wasn't loyal. I said Issa was loyal. You said Issa wasn't. Issa,
she cheated.
But
that's not loyal.
She was loyal to him when they were going through their things. But what pushed her to cheating was some of the actions that took place.
Oh, so that's it. Oh, that's acceptable to her.
No, hold on. I never said anything about acceptance, because if the roles were reversed, I would still be saying the same thing. If Lawrence was doing all his part, being supportive, and she was in a slump, but she was taking it out on him, and he's telling her, hey, I need you to be as supportive to me as I am to you. I need you there. And she's not listening. And then he goes to find confinement in someone else, then we all have to be responsible for the actions of each other. If y'all are in a relationship together and you guys are communicating like, hey, stuff is not working, I love you, can we work on these things? And then when one or the other reacts in a negative or in a way that you just can't believe, you helped the situation. Take responsibility for your part too. Stop trying to put it all on the person that did it.
So would it be fair for you, Star? Would it be fair to say that the responsibility falls on both of them and not one of the other?
Yes.
I think it would. Honestly, I get what you're saying, but I feel like it was more so on Issa than on Lawrence. It was more so on Issa. Because like I said, from a logic standpoint, you have two choices. You either walk away, because they weren't married. You could walk away easy. Or
pretty much
cheat and deal with the consequences.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. But they both share consequences.
Okay, so I want to know. All right, so help me understand. Okay, so Lawrence, who ended up being more transparent than ever in the 4th season by telling Issa why he felt like he was in a position where he didn't give his all to Issa when he was going through his funk. Right?
Yeah.
Looking back at the first season, it seemed to me that Lawrence was trying to tell her, but Issa wasn't having it. She wasn't listening. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about the difference between hearing and listening? Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like I said, communication is the key, which all three of us on the live line can agree. Communication is the key. Right? Women tend to communicate differently than men, and men tend to communicate differently than women.
Right.
Sometimes we feel that when we try to communicate with you, it just goes into one ear and not the other.
Right.
When you communicate with us, we're listening to you. And because us men, we're being problem solvers. We're wired to be problem solvers. We're doing everything we can to help fix the situation. And I felt like Lawrence in that particular situation was doing everything he can to solve the problem, which he ended up getting a job at Best Buy and was still, and guess what? He still wasn't stagnant at that job. I mean, shout out to everybody that's still working at Best Buy. Of course, you know, if you work there 4, 5, 6 years, hey, don't take what we're saying out of context.
Got that right.
Don't take what we're saying out of context. Lawrence was not going to work there forever. He ended up getting a better job, leaving from Best Buy to go work for a tech company. And then it didn't stop there. He still advanced. What I'm saying is, ladies and gentlemen, is that Lawrence wasn't that character on the show where he was just going to be stagnant in one area in his life.
Right.
What have COVID taught us, ladies and gentlemen? No one isn't safe when it comes to the job market.
Yep.
What are you going to do when you're in a relationship with somebody and the job market or the job you had or the career you had is no longer there?
You better figure it out. I'm an entrepreneur. Ain't no man gonna sit there and tell me he can't find no job.
But figure it out together, though. Figure it out together, though. We're going to figure this thing out together. That should be the narrative.
That's why I said it's both of their faults. You got to understand what I'm saying. This falls on both of them. Because at that point, he wasn't expressing himself the way that he should, and vice versa. They both neglected to communicate effectively, and in return it affected their relationship, and it affected their relationship going forward until 4th season when they played forgive and forget.
Okay. And so since you took it there, let's go back there. Fast forward to now. Okay. They made up, boyfriend and girlfriend again. He lands a new opportunity, more money, more of a big opportunity than his previous one, but yet here comes the baby. Now to the 5th season, I don't want to deal with you anymore because you got a baby by another woman.
A man would have dropped a woman in the heart. Now, see, this is the truth. It had a woman going out and got pregnant and had a baby. That man would have dropped her like a bad habit.
Not all the time.
Blame her for doing that.
Not all the time.
But in
general, this is what messes up men. This is what messes up men. No, I'm being serious on this, and I've done this. I've seen this. I've been through that personally. What messes up with men with women who have children? Notice I said children.
No, I'm talking about outside. No. If you in a relationship with somebody, y'all both don't have no kids, right? Or even if y'all do, y'all have some rocky times. If the woman goes out, find somebody while y'all are broken up and gets pregnant, y'all get back together. She finds out she's pregnant, like, oh my God, I went to the doctor, checked up, I'm 4 months pregnant. You ain't gonna want to be with her.
Not all the time.
Okay, DJ, you go ahead and you keep saying that. You keep on, not all of the time, but 95% of the times you're gonna be like, nah, I ain't raising no other man's child. So when she does it, oh, she wrong? No, she right. She ain't raising no other woman's child. She right.
But Issa is not raising their child. She just has to deal.
She gonna be stepmama.
Well, okay. So here's my thing. Here's my thing, right? Relationships. We can all agree that they're not going to be perfect. You know, it's not going to be peaches and cream all the time.
Got that right.
But what do you do in these type of situations? Well, I mean, what do you do? It's like, oh, wait, okay, well, never mind. Because I'm going to tell you, true story. This is coming from a person who has been in a relationship where a year later into our relationship, my ex at the time told me that she was tested positive for a particular STD from another guy. And I was like, whoa. Like
why
Black Rob. Whoa. What's that?
You said why y'all were together or when y'all
we was together.
Oh, okay.
Now, so when we were dating, she got it in with another guy while we were dating.
Mm-hmm.
I just happened to learn that 2 years after that. Or I said, no, not even 2 years. I mean, a year after that. Yeah, a year after that.
So after y'all started, y'all were intimate, all this, she ain't never told you nothing about this STI.
She found out later on.
So she had been having it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And guess what? I still stayed with her.
It was both of y'all.
True story.
What?
Whoa. Wait. How is it both of us fault?
When I get in a relationship with somebody, I make them get tested.
I mean, yeah, but
both of y'all.
I'm not going to do it. So I hear where you're coming from. And I'm like, I look at it like this. When I get into a relationship with someone, you know, of course, the first few questions would be, you know, how many sexual partners have you had or what have you? And they have a right to not disclose that information. They have a right to not disclose that information. But I also have a right to go get tested myself. I can't make somebody in a relationship get tested.
Why does how many sexual partners matter? It don't.
Why does it matter?
If you're clean and healthy.
Well, because it matters because we get asked the same questions.
Well, I get
if y'all ladies, because I've been asked every question under the sun.
No, what I'm saying is this, as far as being tested, right? You can have 50,000 sexual partners and still not have an STI, and meet one person and have one sexual partner and get an STI.
Absolutely.
Why does it matter?
So we could be like Wilt Chamberlain, right?
Right.
I was just thinking the same thing. Wilt Chamberlain. Yeah. I mean, true indeed. But, at the same time, I think that's one of the important questions to ask if that person decides to disclose that information, because I need to know where your head is at. I need to know where your head is at in the relationship. Do you have an appetite to sleeping with multiple people, or are you that person that just want to leave everything in the past and not be that person anymore? And that's for safety purposes for me, because you may still have that appetite to want to be intimate with multiple partners, and then that's when the STDs and all that comes in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I get what you're saying. Yeah. So I would directly just ask them about that specifically, not how many sexual partners you have, but are you a nympho, or do you have a high sexual appetite? Do you believe in multiple sex partners at once?
But see, Star, that's the thing. Going back to what I said about double standard, it's okay for ladies to ask us men that question, but why is it not okay?
It's not.
Why is it not okay for the guy to ask one? It's just like the age thing. It's okay for ladies to ask a guy how old he is, but we can ask you the same thing. Like, it's not proper like to ask a woman her age. Then why are you asking me?
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's right for a woman to ask a man how many sexual partners I don't like those standards. I don't think it's right.
Well, Issa and Lawrence definitely had a couple of sexual partners after they broke up. And so now here we are. We will see if Issa and Lawrence are going to get back together or not.
I don't think they are.
I believe Issa's going to get jealous. Issa's going to get jealous.
That I can agree with. She may.
Well, in the last
already is, and very insecure about the fact that this girl is carrying his baby, and that's the real reason why she can't deal with it.
Wait, you know what that remind me of? You remember The Game?
Oh,
the
God.
TV series?
Yeah.
The Game, which is coming back on Paramount Plus in a few days. It's coming back in November this month.
It's coming back again.
It's coming back.
The show that just won't end, right?
The show that just won't end. It's a soap opera.
I mean, they stopped it. It came back. It was in the stop stage. And now you say it's coming back.
It is coming back.
That's the show that will never die.
I love that show.
But the reason why
it's cool. I mean, I'm not knocking it. It's just that when you seen it years ago, was that UPN or something?
It was on the CW. It was
CW. Yeah, I said UPN. It was on CW.
Same thing.
Right.
So it was they aired only 3 seasons of The Game on CW, and then they took a hiatus and came back on BET. Now, of course,
BET.
Yeah, and it only makes sense that it is on. It will be airing on Paramount Plus, because Paramount, CW, and BET are under the Viacom CBS parent company.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that part. I didn't know that. Okay, the parent thing. Okay, because I'm like, it's how the time frame of the breaks. It ain't just like like a year is years. And that's what
Yeah.
I was like,
So
what?
when you go, when you go through all those changes in television, that's how it works.
Right. I'm like, man, that's why I was shocked. It's coming back.
Yeah, man, it's coming back. But really quick, the reason why I bring the game up, there was one part in the show similar to Issa and Lawrence, where Derwin and Melanie, played by both Tia Mowry and Pooch Hall, Derwin had a baby by Janae. After, of course, this happened way after Derwin and Melanie broke up.
Yeah.
But it was the other way around. Derwin cheated on Melanie in the first season of the game. So by the third season, they got back together. Now, here's the kicker. If you all remember, going back to the game, the difference between Melanie and Issa, even though it was kind of somewhat the same, Melanie went back to Durham. So despite the fact that she learned Durham is having a child by Janae, by another woman, she was like, I don't care. But she still, at that time, she thought that that wasn't his child, though. But then later on, found out it was his child.
Wow.
I'm just saying, folks. That's how it is.
Yeah, different stroke for different folks too. Is what you take, what you tolerate, what you believe in. Really, if Issa was to stay, no, I wouldn't judge her, because what you make of in your relationship is what you make up. What y'all decide to do, who y'all decide to be, how you decide to live in your relationship is what you decide. Nobody else should have an opinion about it. Or nobody else's opinion should be warranted. I'll say that much.
Yeah. Ladies, just stop with all the double standard and hypocrisy.
Thank you.
That's all I'm asking. Damn.
I'ma just leave my mouth closed, Sean.
I'm just saying. I mean, when it rains, it pours. And when it does, what you gonna do? You're gonna go, I mean, is Issa gonna go back to having worthless sex with men?
Really, Sean?
I mean, shit, yeah. I mean, come on now. The security guard or the police officer, whoever he was, and Nathan.
Damn,
Nathan was fine as hell.
Was sorry in bed.
Yeah, man. But yeah, definitely catch up on, if you haven't watched Insecure, definitely catch up on the first season, binge watch it a little bit. Or if you have, check out the last 2 episodes of the final season of Insecure before the new episode this Sunday on HBO and HBO Max. I have a subscription to HBO Max, but I don't have a subscription to HBO.
Right.
They have a lot of great stuff on HBO Max, by the way. Yes, sir. All right, y'all. It's the Beat Break Morning Show, the Beat Break Podcast. StarCal's got to go, ladies and gentlemen. But we haven't had a chance to talk about the mayoral race in Atlanta.
All I gotta say is we can't say bye Felicia yet. We can't say bye Felicia yet.
You can't say bye Felicia just yet. Okay, man. So we only got about a few minutes, 10 minutes, before we go to our guests coming up on the Beat Break Morning Show to talk about the life and memory of Javita Moore. So the mayoral race, let's see, Felicia Moore run off against Andre Dickens for mayor of Atlanta.
And
yeah.
And
Kasim Reed, but I have a feeling that he's going to end up dropping out. That's just
Who do you
No,
think
we can't say that yet.
He's gonna concede.
He's not.
He's gonna concede.
Here's the thing. I'm back in what was that? 2009. When he ran his first race, he was on runoff before, and actually it was better. It was a better rate than it is now, because it was just only him and the other opponent. I forgot her name. I know it was a white lady. I can't remember her name.
Sharon Gay.
Say it again.
Sharon Gay.
From back in 2010?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm still thinking present. My bad.
No, I'm thinking about back in 2010.
Me too.
I'm sorry. My bad. Now, that was Mary Norwood.
Thank you. Mary Norwood. Thank you. Correct. And she was lit. Mary Norwood was lit. She thought, like, I got to go through this again, because she had some good numbers too and whatnot, but it wasn't. You need to have 50% plus 0.1 to actually win the election, and she didn't have that. They were like in the 40s. Between these three candidates, they have not even 30%. So that's why the runoff is going to happen. And Kasim Reed is on the last totem of just over 20%. Andre Dickens is like 23.4, and Felicia Moore is 24.6, something like that. So it's not even 25% of neither of those three. So here's the thing though. We're not finished voting. Let's go ahead and do what John Lewis been wanting us to do. All right. So people got to remember what John Lewis is trying to have these voting rights. So let's get out there and vote again. This is for the ATL folks. ATL again. All right. Let's do this.
Yeah.
So if you're in the city limits of Atlanta, let's do it one more time. It ain't gonna hurt and whatnot. So we can find out who's going to lead us.
Can I be honest with you? I thought that Kasim was going to end up landing on top again.
Yeah.
I really didn't think so. Or I at least thought so.
Mm-hmm.
Felicia Moore surprised me.
Yeah, same here. I'm surprised her numbers were that high. And I'm like, I really have not seen any promotions for her, any commercials or anything. Everything, Andre Dickens been pushing social media like crazy. And I believe in the month of mid-September is when he had his first commercial out. So he's been pushing social media. I really have not seen Felicia Moore pushing it out. Even though I've seen signs, he got the signs out, but I haven't seen anything social media wise. And Kasim Reed been pushing out commercials since he already announced his candidacy for the mayor. He's been pushing commercials out and got 2 good shots at his candidates, at his opponents, not candidates, I think his opponents and whatnot. They even, one for Andre Dickens was so, it was like you put your head down, you're like, God, dog, did he really just do that?
Wow.
And then the one I showed I gave to you, Sean, about by Felicia on there, I'm like, that was hilarious.
That was so funny.
But I think that's why she got all those votes.
I mean, but the thing about it was with Kasim Reed, it's the type of things that she voted against. And I'm like, do you really want that? When you voted against to help the city, you putting the city more in a hole than helping the city. And you voted against it. And Andre Dickens says it doesn't have the experience like Felicia Moore nor Kasim Reed. So he was getting on him about his experience because he's still young in the game with this. So
who do you think is going to drop out the race?
I don't think anybody's going to drop out before the actual runoff. I don't think any of those three will, in my opinion.
I think Kasim is.
I don't think so.
He's going to humbly step down and just be like, all right, y'all
put too much money out. He ain't doing it just like that.
If you think he is, where do you think his votes is going to go?
We'll see. Let's see. Let's wait to the end of November.
I just want to do a predict. I want to do a prediction to see if we, someone is right at the end of this.
I'm just saying, I'd rather wait until the end of November to see what happens, because that's when we have to go back to the runoff in December anyway. Let's see what happens at the end of November, because today's November 5th. Let's just wait until the end of this month,
November
Thanksgiving,
30th.
And see what happens.
November 30th is the runoff date.
It is? I thought it was December something. I thought it was
November 30th. Yeah, man.
So Sean, do you have an opinion about where you think the votes is going to sway to then?
It looked like it's going to sway more to Felicia, but Andre has these amount of days until the 30th to sway other people to vote for him as opposed to Felicia. I've actually been liking what Andre's been saying. He tends to lean more towards the millennials. He has talked about helping young Black boys, especially the young Black boys that we see driving down the streets of the Atlanta area, selling water bottles and such. That has become a big issue in the city. He's been talking about helping those young teens and building entrepreneurship for young teens, young adults, helping to decrease crime, especially when it comes to youth violence. I've been liking what he's been saying so far. Keep in mind that the city of Atlanta is a city for all ages, but it is also a millennial city.
Right.
And the question you have to ask yourself is, Felicia Moore. Yeah, Felicia Moore got more experience than Andre, but is she going to be the face of Atlanta?
Ew.
And how will people look at Felicia?
Ew, I'm sorry.
Is she the face? Cause I mean, look, hey, look at Keisha Lance Bottoms.
Fine.
I said this. I said that Keisha Lance Bottoms was going to win over Mary Norwood. She was the triple threat. She had political experience, she had the image, and she had the mouthpiece. That's the image. But she also had the mouthpiece.
And we
very
saw
articulate.
What she did when she got in there, not a dang gone thing.
She has. I ain't gonna get into that. But I just like, she's nice looking. She's nice looking. Felicia Moore. If Felicia Moore is the mayor of Atlanta, they're like, oh my God. She represents Atlanta? Really?
DJ Rollins, dang.
I mean, think about the other mayors before her. Kasim Reed.
Even Mayor Shirley Franklin was hot.
Thank you.
She was all fine.
Right, and the mayors of Atlanta beforehand, the males, the women always liked them and whatnot.
You're right.
I mean, that's why I say Felicia Moore. Really? Her looks to me should be. Her look should be at another type of city, Clarkston. I mean, I'm just putting the city out there.
Oh my God.
Maybe she needs like an image consultant, like Kevin Samuels? I'm sorry, I gotta stop bringing his name up when I'm around Star.
Yeah, I mean, and see, Tanya likes Kasim Reed. She says he's like the ghetto. How was somebody in a suit? I forgot how she said it.
Hey, St. Patrick James goes from
no, it's like he can be ghetto, but he's in a suit. He knows when to go ghetto when he needs to.
Frank Lucas.
Oh, Frank Lucas. That's a good one.
So I was like, hey, I mean, and Andre Dickens, I mean, we went to high school together. He's just a year older than me and whatnot. And I remember him from high school. Good guy, been a good guy and whatnot. So I'm like, why not? Why not him?
Oh, okay.
So I mean, he can look good. Between him and Kasim, they can look good in representing Atlanta. But you got a Felicia Moore. I mean, if you had put what's that, Shannon Gay? What's that other white the white lady candidate?
The Caucasian lady.
The Caucasian
Sharon Gay.
Y'all.
Sharon Gay.
Sharon Gay. If she was taking place of Felicia Moore, that would be a different story. Big different story.
But Felicia Moore is like grandmama cute.
I mean,
more like auntie. I wouldn't say grandma.
I mean,
she ain't that old.
You're gonna be the
like
face.
I mean, the way she
of an international city like Atlanta? Really? Come on, that ain't gonna work, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It ain't gonna
man,
work.
we're over here making some people look at things a different kind of way now.
With politics, right?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Hey, man.
Some people thought Trump was fine, which I can't believe, but some
back
folks
in the
really
day?
I'm serious. Some folks really thought Trump was fine.
It was more so about status and money, DJ Roland. Come on now.
Yeah, I know. But
yeah, they was looking at Trump like, damn, he looked like money.
And we're gonna leave it at that. All right, Josh, the Big Break Morning Show, ladies and gentlemen. ATL, the Atlanta Braves. We're gonna be partying all weekend long. I think I am going to go to the parade, but I'm kind of having second thoughts about it now. There was a video really quick because I know Star got to go. There was a video that went viral during the World Series game where these two Caucasian men in the seats there at the game fighting, and you know how crazy it gets at the baseball games. Two Caucasian males fighting. You have one black guy sitting down where the fight took place at. A couple of people broke it up or what have you. And then moments later, the black guy, the African-American guy that was sitting down when the situation unfolded, he was taken into custody by police.
What?
By police officers, yeah. The crowd tried to tell police officers that he did not have anything to do with that scuffle, but the police officers were not hearing it.
Wow.
So you can see the video on my Facebook page at Sean Garvey to see it for yourself.
That black guy gonna get paid. That's all I gotta say. Somebody recorded it. I guarantee you.
It was recorded.
It was recorded.
It was recorded.
The black guy is gonna get some money from the police department.
Yeah.
He's gonna get a Johnny Cochran type of lawyer and get all that money. Yep.
Yeah, man. Yeah, well, we shall see. But yeah, by watching that video, you all might see me in the streets. Y'all might see me at the parade later on today. You all may not. But if I do not show up, then you know why. And I'm not trying to be another dark-skinned brother being put in handcuffs by Atlanta's finest or Cobb County's finest, because I am in Cobb County. I am in Cobb County, Georgia. The streets are going to be lit, and I am going to be in the middle of it. Hey, Star Kels, where can people follow you at?
You guys can always follow me at She Talk Atlanta on Instagram and Facebook. And all of you guys that are interested in me connecting with you and partner with you with real estate, please follow me at Real Estate is Life Atlanta on Instagram and Facebook.
All right, and DJ Roland.
Always follow me at DJ Roland, DJROLLEM on IG and Twitter, and DJ Roland Townsend, and let you know things keep always hitting me looking for deals.
Of course, even if they are discounted deals.
Depends on who they are. Depends on who they are.
Yeah, you can follow me, Sean Garvey, on Facebook to check out the viral video, and Sean Garvey ATL on Twitter and on Instagram. I want you guys to stay tuned. Once again, we are dedicating this entire episode to the late and great Jovita Moore, who lost her fight with cancer. Brain cancer. Thank you. With brain cancer. And so in just a few moments, I am going to talk to a news journalist / news anchor about her thoughts and her memories of Jovita Moore, because she said that was her mentor. That was definitely her mentor. Gone too soon, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to keep it ATL throughout the entire show. Plus, we got the ATL whole mix with DJ Rolo.
Yeah.
Gonna throw in some old school with the new school in just a few moments right here on the Big Break Morning Show. Y'all keep it locked.
Yep.
Okay,